It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll go play action. Howell. Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Harris running straight ahead.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
A strong running.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Powell out of the shotgun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Love. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Love.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
The Dolphins sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go, set, go.
Throwing, Love. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
To throw now, here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side complete. That's Ray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 6, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
At the Chargers' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Love now. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. C.D. Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 back.
Howell from the gun. Buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, sluggish coming into this game, so I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Okay, ready?
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Powell changing the play here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's White.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Powell down to throw it.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Powering his way forward. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Love.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Come 19, come 19. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Love.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Ready, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out quickly to Judy.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Working out of the gun. Love.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Love from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
103 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
18 Cardinal, 18, Mustang 19.
Following the interception, Love.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
And now Love going to change things up. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. CeeDee Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Go.
Here's Love. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
The Chargers going to signal for the first. Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and 2.
18 rattle. Set.
Now Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Here's Howell.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And Howell will throw it.
Forced out to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Howell.
That's complete to White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Howell.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's caught.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Howell down to throw it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second and 6.
To throw now. Here's Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Take go.
Now Love.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Love.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Final minute. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Ready. Chop 60.
Love looking to throw.
Targets Lamb on the comeback, and pass is complete.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?
It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week,